Namaste. Today, 14th November is the World's Diabetes Day. World Diabetes Day was launched in 1991 by the International Diabetes Federation and the World Health Organization in response to the rapid rise of diabetes around the world. The theme of this year's World Diabetes Day is the nurse and the diabetes, and the objective of this is to raise awareness around the crucial role that nurses play in supporting people living with diabetes. As per Ayurvedic classics, the success of Chikitsa depends totally upon the four factors which are known as Chikitsa Chadushpada. Chikitsa means treatment, Chadushpada means the four limbs of treatment, that is Bhishak, Dravya, Upasthada and Rogi. A perfect blend for all four components is essential for the successful treatment. Acharya Vagbhata mentions that nurses must be anurakta, that is loving, shuchi, pure, both clean, mind and body, daksha, have a situational understanding, and buddhiman, intelligent. As the number of people with diabetes rises across the world, the role of nurses and other health professionals become increasingly important in managing the impact of the condition. Today, India is considered as the diabetes capital of the world. Among the general population, over 60 million are diabetic, and to make matters worse, that is projected to double by 2030. The state of Kerala is regarded as the diabetes capital of India, with a prevalence of diabetes at high as 20%. This implies that 1 in 5 residents of Kerala is diabetic. The World Health Organization predicts that diabetes will be the 7th leading cause of death worldwide by the year 2030. Long-standing diabetes can cause impairment in peripheral blood flow and microvasculature and ultimately leads to end organ damage. It has the potential to cause serious health problems such as neuropathy, nephropathy and retinopathy, etc. However, a silver lining to this is that most of these problems can be arrested by timely action and proper medication. In modern medicine, the word diabetes was first documented in 1425. In 1675, the Greek word mellitus, which means like honey, was added to reflect the sweet smell and taste of the patient's urine. However, the description of urine being similar to honey was already there as the term madhumeha in Ayurvedic literature centuries before. The complex nature of prameha was very well known to the ancient Ayurveda scholars. Therefore, they considered prameha as one of the maharoga. Ayurveda broadly classifies prameha into two, hereditary and acquired. Hereditary diabetes, that is Jata Prameha, can manifest either at birth or can occur due to both mother and father being diabetic. These cases are generally incurable due to the genetic defects in the parents. The description of acquired Prameha in Ayurveda is similar to type 2 diabetes. Ayurveda mentions 20 subtypes of Prameha based on gross clinical manifestations. There are 10 subtypes of Kaphaja Prameha, 6 subtypes of Pittaja Prameha and 4 subtypes of Vataja Prameha. Carbohydrate, lipid and protein metabolism disturbances accompanied by glycosuria, proteinuria, etc. can be correlated with Kaphaja Prameha, which can be easily controlled and cured. The inflammatory, lipid and blood abnormalities are in line with the description of Pittaja Prameha, which can be managed. The advanced stage of the disease with metabolic disturbances associated with loss of immunity, correlates with type 2 diabetes and can be considered as Vataja Prameha. Vataja Prameha is considered incurable in Ayurveda but can be controlled by following proper diet and regimen. According to Ayurveda, the line of treatment of Prameha is strictly based on the following parameters. That is the Prakriti, that is the body constitution of the patient, dosha predominance of the disease, Dushya Visheshan, then obstruction in channels, Ahara and Vihara, that is food and regimen, hereditary and psychological factors. The line of treatment is decided according to the type of diseases after grouping the patients into Prakriti. Ayurvedic line of treatment starts from the correction of Medo Dharu Dushti, which is responsible for further pathophysiology of Prameha. The role of Ahara and Vihara is equally important in diabetes to control blood sugar levels and prevent complications of the disease. The usual treatment plans includes Ahara, diet and Vihara, regimen. Then Aushadha, medicine and Vyayama, exercises. Coming to Ahara, many of my patients ask me to advise them as to what can be taken rather than what cannot be taken. These are some of the food items that can be taken by the diabetic patient according to Ayurveda. That is cereal, barley, wheat, Puranashali, that is old rice 1 year after harvesting. In fruits, you can have jambu, then that is navel, pomegranate, wood apple, lemon, etc. All bitter vegetables like medika, that is fenugreek leaves and seeds, bitter gourd, drumstick, ash gourd, cucumber, etc. can be taken. Apathya aharas includes unsuitable diet, which includes newly harvested rice preparations, then maida and its preparations, then meat soup of domestic and aquatic marshy animals, regular use of this, then phalavargas such as grape, dates, plum. Overusage of these can cause diabetes. Kandavargas, that is tubers such as potato, sweet potato, beetroot and their preparations. Madhyavarga, that is alcoholic preparations like sweet alcoholic drinks and freshly brewed alcoholic drinks. Then jaggery and its preparations. In Vihara, it is always good to impact yoga into your life. Certain yogasanas and pranayamas are found to be very much beneficial in controlling Prameha, such as Viparitakarani, Bhujangasanam, Dhanurasanam, Mandugasanam, Arthamatsya Asanam, Paschimothasanam, Artha Ushtrasanam, then pranayamas that is found to be effective are Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, Anuloma Viloma, Bhramari, then Abhathya Viharas, that is unsuitable lifestyle like Adimatra Sevana, that is excessive eating, continuous sitting, excessive sleeping, lack of exercises, sleeping in the daytime, then laziness. Apart from the general instructions given above, regular routine medical checkups should be done with special emphasis on blood glucose levels. Routine physical examinations can help to prevent complications like neuropathy and retinopathy. If you are a diabetic patient, make sure that routine blood and eye examinations are done in every 3 months. Thank you.